What up, fellas? Welcome to the Text Clinic. Let's hop into this post's questions. Let's do it. First question comes from Bruce. Matched on Hinge, asked for ice cream on the app, then moved to IG. Question: She seems interested at first, then wasn't interested to meet at all. Where did I go wrong here? Okay, ice cream. All right, so we're in the wrong here for asking for ice cream. Why do we not ask for ice cream? Same reason we don't ask for lunch or breakfast or coffee. Where does it get to end? When does it end? And especially for the first thing to ask her, like ice cream, most girls are pretty stifled. Most people in general, not even girls, build their personality while they're drunk. So if they're completely sober, they're actually really awkward and stifled. And then they associate you in their awkward state of mind, which is coping from work. That's the majority of people. Obviously, there's anomalies, but that's most people. So already with ice cream, you're like doing a weird thing with her that she normally wouldn't do. Like she would normally go on a date with the guy to drinks. That's how dates normally go with her. And you can easily spend more time afterwards. And you're drinking, so you're being sociable, you're loosening up, the GABA, all that release, whatever the neurotransmitters are, right? Make her feel more comfortable, relax, all that kind of stuff, right? So already we're in the wrong foot by saying, let's go get ice cream. So you said ice cream on the Hinge, then moved to IG, and she lost interest. What happened? Hey, how are you? So you didn't say, how are you? Already we're improper English. She assumes the worst. She thinks you can't speak English. You got broken English, language barrier. So she's already really concerned there. Hi, great, you? So she's, she's now removing words. Great. And you?
So me think, why waste time? Say lot word when few word do trick.
What's your schedule looking like? So you immediately ignored because she asked you, how are you, right? Great, you? Like, how are you? You completely ignored that. Already she knows you're like not participating. You're not listening to her. You're not caring about her. You're not understanding her. You're definitely not reassuring her. You're not respecting her. None of those things, right? So already she should be like one demerit for this guy. Free after 7. So she's not even saying there's like no pronouns now anymore. Free after 7. And for every day, usually 8 to 5. She didn't tell you when she's free. So that is a trap. 100% a trap. And again, shouldn't ask for ice cream. I think we already went over this, Bruce, right? Shouldn't ask for ice cream. And she didn't tell you when she was free. She just said she's free after 7. Cool. When? What day? Every day? Probably not. She's usually free after 7. What if she's not free after 7 on Sunday? When you say, well, and what day is this? August 17th? August 17th. So it's Thursday. And you go, does Sunday work? So 1, 2, 3 days away, Sunday night, picking a random day. And then this Sunday, why would she say next week? Already, like, and look, it might turn out well. Obviously it doesn't, because you said she loses interest. But do you see how like we're already messing up multiple times, which is building kind of the wall or the mountain of reasons not to go out with Bruce? He didn't say are. He didn't acknowledge when I said, how are you? Great, how are you? He didn't acknowledge me. So already 2 demerits. And then she says free after 7. So she's already very low affect, low investment towards you. Free after 7. I'm usually free after 7 is a normal, proper, emotionally, mature response to somebody. When she knows you're not investing in her, she's not going to invest into you. People only invest the amount that they perceive that you will invest into them. Doesn't mean you have or did. It means that they perceive that you would, right? So they see that you might invest a lot. So you ignoring what she said, she's already like, I'm not even going to invest in this guy. Like, he's not even paying attention to what I'm saying. Like, this might seem like a great response. It's not, because when is she free? You're still here. You didn't pass go yet. You still don't know when she's free. She didn't say I'm free at 7 on Friday. She didn't say that. Or Saturday or Sunday. She didn't say that. So you don't know what day. So you assuming and picking a day, you're setting yourself up for a trap. You're throwing a Hail Mary when you don't need to. You're on the second down, you're throwing a Hail Mary. You don't need to do that, right? That's such a great analogy. You could easily go, cool, tonight is best. What is she going to say? Oh, well, I'm busy Friday and Sunday, but I'm actually free Saturday. How the f would you know that if you didn't ask that question? You wouldn't. Men don't see the significance of this. If you say, does Sunday work? And she goes, no, you're fucked. There's no going back. Well, what about Saturday? You're already reduced your chances of seeing her by like 80%. I'm really not joking at all, because you're demonstrating you don't know how to talk to the feminine, and you fuck up a lot. We fucked up here. I hate to be harsh, but like, I want to make sure this hits hard, because most men are like, yeah, I'm pretty good with text game. And then whenever they text girls, it goes horribly south every single time. But they don't remember, because it's like, I forgot about that girl. I forgot about that girl. No, all the girls that you've been texting that respond to you, you could 100% go on dates with them. You could easily influence them to go on a date, persuade them to go on a date by your text game and how you respond. Breaking rapport, the commonality builders, the comfort building, being high status, not emotionally needy, and also not fucking up by guessing what day is going to work. So I definitely wouldn't say this. Say what I told you to say before. She would tell you a day that's free, she's free. Because what if she goes, I'm not free till next weekend, which is kind of what she's saying right here, right? Now you didn't ask, you didn't shoot your shot, you didn't Hail Mary it yet. Imagine this golden gun. in 007. Hopefully you played it. You got one bullet, golden gun. You hit somebody, they're dead, but you miss, you're out of bullets. You got no bullets left. Are you gonna be very careful with that bullet? Are you gonna make sure you're right against that person when you shoot? You're very, very close and they're not gonna move? Of course. Same thing here, right? We're not shooting anybody. It's very high stakes. And again, assign a lot of weight to you fucking up. You reduce chances of seeing her by a lot because you're showing that you're not an alpha male. You can't handle the feminine and how they work and how difficult they can be. I hate to be harsh, but I feel like people don't listen unless I'm harsh. Because I'm like, oh, you don't have to say that. In a dude's brain, they're like, oh, so I'm doing great. No, you're not doing great. You didn't see her. Look at this. I'm busy this Sunday. So I haven't seen this before. I haven't seen this yet. Exactly what I thought she was going to say. I'm busy. What about next week? And she's pretty proactive. Most girls are not proactive at all. In fact, they are destructive, sabotaging. If you have the power, if you have people coming after you and pursuing you, it's like this fun game you have where you're looking for how to bat them away. You want them to pursue you. You do want them to some degree, pursue you. You got to make it a little bit difficult for them to work for it. And all these things like, are you free this Sunday? And they're going to try again, right? Well, what about Saturday? Nope. I'm busy. But you're like still responding, so you're showing them attention, so the guy keeps trying. It's like this game that don't play the game. You're not part of the men who play those games, right? Because the men who play those games don't even see the girl ever. So that's why this exact situation should never happen. She should never say, I'm busy that day. That should never come out of her mouth. What about next week? And again, she's being proactive, so that's great. Let me check my schedule. Oh my goodness, never say this ever. Do not respond, because exactly the reason you don't send this is exactly what happened. Because you said this statement to like let her know, to be honest and be transparent and like let it fill her in, and she doesn't respond. So now what? You got to double text? You know how needy and low status you look double texting? And you didn't even double text. You sent a fucking meme. How are we feeling today? And this is extremely ghetto, low ride and double fit. Like this is called genital framing. Go Google it. It's a body language position. Like showing off your crotch, and it's like you can't even see the guy's face. It's like, what is going on here? Definitely never send this GIF ever again, right? Homie checkpoint. What the heck does this homie checkpoint? What the heck does that mean, man? How are we feeling today? How are you feeling today? Like a lot of things. So never say this. Let me show you the schedule, because she won't respond. You're saying a statement to her. Don't say statements to girls like this. You should just not respond. And you should already know when you're free. Like you're a man, you're in control of everything. At least you should be. You should know I'm free XYZ days next week. I would never tell her what days you're free. I would go, no worries. What's your schedule like next week then? Eventually she would tell you what day she's free. I work Monday and Wednesday. I'm working late and I close. But Tuesday should be pretty free. Cool. Want to do Tuesday night? Yes. Boom. Now you have a day. Bingo. Now stop. Now you can stop pursuing. You fall into the traps if you don't do that. These are all the traps. She liked your message. You sent whatever this. I don't never send this, right? XDD. What the hell is that, man? Maybe some inside joke, but whatever it is, do not say that, right? It's hot today. Try and get some ice cream, bro. What? Bruce, you're not ghetto. You're not ratchet. What do we do? You live in Denver. What are we doing here, man? Trying to get some ice cream. You sent like a ghetto. This is like a ghetto meme, right? Don't send that, man. It's hot today. You're saying because it's hot, we should get some ice cream. People get ice cream. You live in Denver. It's cold 9 months out of the year there. You'll get ice cream no matter what the temperature is outside, right? So don't justify like because it's hot we should get ice cream. No. Trying to, like you can't speak in slang and like broken English of like a 11th grader who's trying to act cool. Like, are you trying to get ice cream? And don't ever say that, right? Still good for later. Wait, so this is hold on, this is Thursday? This is Friday. So you message her Friday. I don't know which Friday this is. I'm assuming you sent that the 17th, right? And the next day? No, it couldn't be the next day. Maybe the week after or something. Whatever it is, man. So she said she's busy Sunday. Trying to ask him today. I work till 7. That's okay. You're like solving her problem that she didn't ask you. She's not asking you. I work till 7. Do you think it would be okay if I go after? She didn't say that. No one said that. But you think she said. She didn't say that. So you're talking to yourself here. I have to work until 7, right? She's kind of saying I'm going to be exhausted, tired, and kind of don't want to today because you're asking for the last second, like to go to get ice cream. And you said this at 6:51. It's 7, bro. Never make plans for the same day. Oh my God. But she said, sure. But I have plans for 9:30. Oh my God. I have plans afterwards. Never do last minute plans ever in your entire life. She's going to see you for 40 minutes, bro, for ice cream. Nothing's going to happen. Literally nothing's going to happen. Okay, but I have plans for 9:30. Maybe it's a little rush next week. And you sent the place. You didn't listen to what she said. You just sent the place and completely ignored her. If you ignore girls, you'll get nothing. If you ignore girls, you get nothing. You fail. Make sense? If you ignore what they say, you fail. Like really let that land. You fail. You will never see them. You're going a lot of things around here. Sure, but where? So like never do last second plans ever. And this is a great example why. I have plans at 9:30. You're going to see her for 40 minutes? Dude, it's a waste of everyone's time, especially yours, Bruce. Too far, and she spelled too wrong. And then she question marked her own thing, her own message. Like, you didn't even listen to me. And she said too far away. You don't even know where she's located. You're making it very, very difficult for her. Okay, when are you free? Never say those words ever. After 6, she already said that. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That is meaningless. Meaningless. No. I don't want to know when you're like generally free. I want to know when you're free this week. Why? What's the difference? Generally free is I get off work at 6, right? Doesn't mean she's free after work though. It means she gets off of work at 6. Because if you go, oh cool, is Wednesday work? She might go, oh, I have plans. Like that happens every time. It's almost like on purpose to like with you. No, you have to lock down the day before you shoot your shot. You play the Hail Mary. Does Wednesday work? I think this will not work. Not only Wednesday will not work, but this will not work. Like you and I'm sorry, I have 3 weeks left to go to Spain. Yeah, and like, see how you're trying to solve her problem? Like, she didn't ask you to solve her problem. This is like you need to read Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus immediately. She didn't ask you to solve her problem, man. She didn't ask for your opinion or to solve her problem. Does not want you to solve her problem. I think this will not work. I'm sorry. I have 3 weeks to go to Spain. That gives her 3 weeks, LOL. And for what? Ja. So she's like very foreign, right? She laughs with ja. Human connection. My goodness, man. Clearly you want sex. She knows that. And she's playing this game and dancing around it. And you made it very, very difficult for her to even meet you. And again, ice cream. Never go to ice cream. Like 0% chance to go to ice cream ever. Nothing will ever happen. Like do ice cream. Go try it out. Go field test if you don't believe us. Go out to ice cream with these girls. See what happens afterwards. Go ahead. See how well the date went. See how many times you see him again, and then you end up at your house or her house. And then obviously this is like very red zone here. This will not work. I'm sorry. I have 3 weeks to go to Spain. This means like she has zero comfort. She doesn't trust you at all. She probably wouldn't have met you ever with like the kind of line of questioning here because of the message you sent. You didn't listen to a word she said. You're just like trying to masculine close her without listening to her. There's no empathy. You're not listening to the words she's saying. I have 3 weeks left to go to Spain. So that's pretty fucked up for her to match with you while she has 3 weeks until she leaves the country, potentially forever. You should be upset at that. You shouldn't be like, that gives her 3 weeks. Haha, I really want to see you and sleep with you. Haha. No. She does not want to sleep with you. This is selfish. This is very, very selfish. No. Like clearly she's like anxious about this thing. You don't move forward unless she's not anxious anymore, right? You acknowledge her, whatever she's feeling. This will not work. Gotcha. What do you mean? Oh, gotcha. I didn't know you were leaving. What do you mean? Like, get her to explain what she's talking about, clarify it, right? She's clearly worried about some shit, and obviously all of these other things that happened before this. So it's a lot, man. 3 weeks to meet. Again, you're giving your opinion and solving a problem. She didn't ask for either of those things. No one asked. And it's also invalidating what she said here and diminishing her feelings. Clearly she's anxious here. You're like, that's fine. I don't care about you being anxious. 3 weeks to meet. We have plenty of time. She's like, you completely ignore what I said. You didn't listen, didn't acknowledge my feelings at all. And she goes, and for what? So now she's calling you out for just wanting to sleep with her. So like, it's gotten to that level of like, you just want to sleep with me. You haven't even met me yet. Human connection. And you even said like, yeah, to connect. You know what I mean? Human connection, right? So you even hinted at like sex. So hope that helps, man. We went on for a lot there. She was pretty interested in me, man. She was giving you a lot. You just, obviously the way you were questioning her and kind of like trying to berate her into, getting her to ice cream, not proper. Make sure to watch the HSA calls a lot because that'll help out a lot with that. Cool. Next question. Here we go. We're already at 20 minutes in. Next question. Context. Match on Hinge. Ask for ice cream in the app. This is the same thing, right? This is another girl. Where are we getting the ice cream from? Bruce, no more ice cream. No more. Watch the HSA calls on text game and transitioning from dating apps. Like there shouldn't be more. There should be 3 messages, no more on dating apps from you. And then it's all logistics. And it has to be very tactful of how you get the schedule and ask for her at the appropriate time with enough comfort built up beforehand. You can't just like try to berate her into like seeing you on a certain day for ice cream. You know what I mean? You can't just like throw Hail Marys. Like see the things when you're like, when are you free? That's a Hail Mary. And she goes, I get off work at 7 Wednesdays, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And you go, Wednesday at 8, that's a Hail Mary. You don't need to throw the Hail Mary. You got first and down. You got first and 10. You got plenty of downs. You don't have to do that yet, right? Hope you're getting the football reference. Let's do it. Hinge chick. If a girl asks where are we going, or some variation of time, what do you mean time, and logistics. Okay, is it okay to just respond right there, or like the message and wait until they issue? That's funny. Let's do it. Hey, how are you? You put the hour this time. We're already learning. You didn't even hear this video yet and you're already learning. Hey, I'm good. Just grabbing a drink with some friends. How are you? You completely ignored what she said and didn't. Bruce. Is that from The Office when he screams Bruce? Bruce Springs. Bruce. Anyway, hey, I'm good. Just grabbing a drink. What's your schedule looking like? Looking like? No one said to ever use looking like. Now we're on Dropbox. We're on Go Drive before. Bruce, what's going on here, man? What is going on here? She said, I'm grabbing a drink with friends. How are you? You didn't, it's as if you didn't even see that message. You just like plowed right through it without even listening to her. If you don't acknowledge her and answer her, she'll never actually meet you out. She thinks you're a psychopath at that point. That awesome, cool, nice, good, thanks. What's your schedule like? You need to say that. You can't just say what's your schedule looking like. Not why are you saying looking like? You're adding words. You're qualifying more than you have to. You don't have to say looking like. Obviously, like men want to kind of put their own variation on text, but this is a lot better than the previous one. But let's keep going. So you already ignored her, so that's a demerit against you right here, right? I'm off Friday and Saturday, so see how she's very, very short. Like this is a very antisocial kind of conversation. Like you gotta be sociable. I'm good. How are you? You need to acknowledge what she said. You can't just ignore it completely. You completely ignored it, right? We need to gain some social acuity here, right? Nice, doing great, thanks. Schedule like that's a normal conversation, a normal, warm, sociable, socially acute conversation, right? I'm off Friday and Saturday. That's why she's very, very short, because you didn't even acknowledge what she said. So already demerit against you, right? I'm off Friday and Saturday. So you didn't even acknowledge what she said. You just immediately ask the next question. You need to acknowledge and reward what she said. If I keep asking you, Bruce, a question over and over and over again and don't reward you, you're going to get angry. If I just keep asking you questions, where are you from, Bruce? Like Denver. Where do you go to school? This place. What do you do for work? I work here. What do you do on the weekends? I go with my friends. You go to the gym? Yeah. What do you do at the gym? Well, I do push-pull legs. How long? Like, you're going to get upset at me because I didn't validate or reward anything you said. You're like, why the fuck are you asking me? Like, what are you doing here? What's going on here? It's like an interrogation. Like, it's super antisocial. It's like a prosecutor, right? Like trying to like interrogate somebody on the stand, right? So obviously 2 demerits now. Yeah, what do you want to do? You already seeded ice cream, right? Actually, before summer ends. Yeah, and like this is super passive aggressive, right? Yeah, what do you want to do? So she's like, even with 2 demerits against you, she still says yes. Now, if she's going to show up, that's a 50-50 chance, right? But what do you want to do? Ice cream, ... Ellipsis means the unspoken is in the dot. Clearly, there's something else I'm implying here that could be bad or good. I'm not telling you. Usually passive aggressive, right? Before summer ends. So like you already said ice cream. Does ice cream still work? Like you're remembering what was said in the dating app because you're remembering and caring about her and you understand her and you want to reassure and show respect. All those things, right? You remembered, you're showing you care, remembering what happened on the previous message in the dating app. She might have forgot, but you remember. She'd be like, oh, he actually listened. He actually cares. A girl that knows a man's listening and cares about her, man, does she turn into a different fucking female. She turns into a real girl, a very feminine girl. If you listen and show you care and then reassure her and respect her, oh my God, you fucking light her right up. So does ice cream still work? Do you see how that implies you already remember what you said before? Even though you brought it up, you still remembered it and she agreed to it. Ooh, yes, I'm down. Where at? So what was the question again? Yeah, of course. I don't know what day it is here. I have no idea because it doesn't say. But yeah, for sure. Cool. There's no rewarding here. It's very antisocial. You're like just questions and statements. There's no rewarding. Ooh, yes, I'm down. Like she's excited and like feminine still, even with the like antisocial kind of messages here, right? Or like the very cold, short, logical messages with no rewarding. Oh, yes, I'm down. We're at. Nice. Does this place work? Does this work? You send the place. That's it. Of course, if she asks for it, bro, if she wants to move the ball forward, yeah, you're ready to go. That's a very masculine, alpha, attractive trait. The girl determines how fast you guys kind of move. The man doesn't determine that at all. Does that make sense? Like on the date, the girl's determining how fast you move in the dynamic in the relationship, building rapport, how much she opens up. It's up to you to get her to open up, but she really decides how much she's going to share by you rewarding her, validating her, probing into these different questions and really listening, understanding her, caring about her. And then obviously towards like the end of the date, she decides if she wants to go home with you. You obviously make the things happen to make that possible, but she's the one deciding it. And then everything moving forward with like actually seeing her, spending more time together, how things progress by getting to know each other, how vulnerable, all those things, it's up to her. Like she's the one in charge there. It's up to you to make it happen. Does that make sense? Like she gives the permission, but you make shit happen. So if she's like, where are we going? Boom, you're right there. Does this place work? But you're asking for permission. Like you need the permission from her. Men want approval from girls, right? And not in like approve of me as a man, not talking about that at all. But like, I'm going to pick this place. Do you approve it? Do you like it? If you don't, then let's pick a place you do like. Because my whole point in this fucking relationship is to make you happy and feel fulfilled. If I don't make you happy, I'm like not a good man. At least in my biology is how I feel. So you're asking for approval, but you're making it happen. If she's ready to do something, you're fucking ready to go. And you can like push to see if she's ready a little bit. If she's not ready, back off, obviously, for anything. But if she's like, where are we going? Does this place work? You're ready to go. Whenever. She determines how fast you guys move. So I hope that helps, man. I think that's it for that. Next question. Let's freaking go, man. Met a girl through Tinder, transitioned to IG, talked, met a couple times, and closed on a third. Nice.
Some young boys having sex with Miss Stevenson? Yes.
Nice.
You sure they've had sex?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. So wait, what's the
crime here?
doing it with me? This is serious. We need to track this student down and give him his luckiest boy in America medal right away.
Such a good episode. Closing the third. Nice. Text regards to me giving her what the hell? Body massage, which then led to close. Okay. Question, am I seeking validation too hard or should I not invest as much post-close? No, you can invest, of course. Post-close, of course you can. In my mind, thought I was attentive the next day and was thorough with following through. However, her answer seemed distant. I asked if she had fun and she answered she enjoyed herself. We had plans to meet again. I feel it was a man to check in post-close, but her response seemed more diplomatic versus from her emotions. Okay, so am I seeking validation too hard or should I not invest? All right, let's see. How do you feel from the massage? I feel good. I think the rest of the night was a little counterproductive for the massage. What? But I'm not complaining. LOL. So this right here is a massive red flag, massive problem. What the do you mean counterproductive? This is the kind of girl where she's like, she feels so much shame from sex, which I'm not blaming her, right? It's not her fault. Probably her family, her peer group, her friends of friends, all this peer pressure, shame, society, whatever she's reading or watching or news, whatever it is, right? I get it. There's a reason she feels that way. I get it. But she's kind of shaming you for wanting sex. And like a man, 17 times more testosterone in a male's body, testosterone, libido. Obviously we want sex 17 times more than the female does. So for her to be kind of like passive aggressively insulting or some sort of weird remark, I think the rest of the night was a little counterproductive for the massage. What the does that mean? But I'm not complaining, but sounds like you are complaining. This is super passive aggressive, declarative. How do you feel from the massage? So I would never ask, how do you feel from the massage? Because you're not actually checking in for her of how she feels or how your actual massage skills were. Because why do you assume they're good? You don't need any, like that's the approval I'm talking about that you don't need. You do not ask for approval like this. How do you feel from the massage? Unless you're like seeing the girl for months, and then you can be way more vulnerable. Did I do a good job on the massage? You can say that 4 months in, 3 months in, if you're advanced, 2 months in, but you can be as vulnerable to say like, did I do a good job for the massage? Because what do men want, right? Encouragement. So she's encouraging you did a good job. Imagine a girl being like, you did such an amazing job massaging me. How much more likely you want to massage her again? Like what's the percentage you want to massage her again? Like 100 times percent? If she encourages you that you did a good job and supports you, completely fulfilled her. She trusts you, she admires you, she approves of you, and she encourages you. Yeah, that's a very good thing. But first close, absolutely not. Way too soon. You already closed, and she's already kind of on the fence about if it went well. I'm not 100% sure. How's he going to act now? Is he going to be different? 2 dates was fine, but then the third one, maybe it's going to be weird now. I have no idea. And then now you're asking for approval, and you're not asking for approval how the massage was. You're really hinting at, like, this is like an innuendo kind of thing. Like, how was I in bed? That's kind of what you're hinting at here. In her mind, that's exactly what you're hinting at here, right? How do you feel from the massage? Because you probably massaged her for like 10, 15 minutes, right? So like the massage was a very small percentage of what actually happened last night as far as the significance. So, and you probably don't want to be like, how was the sex? Because that's way too needy, right? And we don't want an answer. No answer for that, right? You assume it was very, very good and just keep proving it, right? Like that's the more comfortable you get with each other. But how's your day? Like how you feel from the massage, way too specific. It's like multiple meanings potentially regarding to sex. So you're already hinting at sex again. Like you want to talk about sex the next day. She's waiting to see how she feels about the whole situation, what happened last night. If this was the next day, I think it was. I'll just assume it was. I feel good. So she feels good. I think the rest of the night was a little counterproductive for the massage. I don't understand. Did you lift? Did you work out? Was she doing like bicep curls? Like why would it be counterintuitive? I understand. It would relax you more. No, stupid. Like she's trying to make a joke at your expense. You see that? Men don't understand this. Women make jokes at your expense all the time to test you. They condescend you all the time to test you. Right? And especially if a girl is an avoidant attachment style, they will criticize the fuck out of you on purpose. And if you don't set a boundary, bro, you're going to end up like Will Smith. We just did a podcast on Will Smith. We just went over all of the dynamics there. They've been divorced for 7 years. Can you believe that? 7 years? At the Emmys, whatever the fucking slap thing was, they were divorced. He said, keep my wife's name out your mouth. They were divorced for 6 years before that because she didn't tell anybody. Crazy, right? You don't want to end up like Will. So if you let the girl criticize you, say these weird, negative, passive aggressive remarks, like she knows she shouldn't be saying shit like this, but that's where she is, the consciousness level. If you go watch the video on consciousness level, that's where she probably is, around apathy, shame, guilt, around that area. So she feels that in her, so she's going to say it to you to get it out, to project onto you. So you got to nip this in the bud, right? So did you have fun? And you also said, how are you feeling from the massage? What do we learn? Never say those things ever again. Neither of these things. Because how do you feel from the massage means? It means, how did I do in bed? And she's obviously not going to be like, you did amazing, because you're not that close, right? You're not that close. 4 months in, if you really want to know, sure, you can ask for the approval on that. I still wouldn't, because you should just get good enough where you can clearly tell you're very, very good in bed. You would never need the reassurance there, because females need reassurance. You don't need reassurance. Approval is a lot different than reassurance. Support and encouragement a lot different than reassurance. Yeah, so this is insane. And then I never would laugh at her joke at your expense. So you're encouraging her to make fun of you. Counterproductive. And it's not like making fun of you like, you're stupid, Nick, haha. It's we shouldn't have sex. I'm making fun of you. Like, you want sex and I'm going to insult you for wanting it. That's a very beta male trap, beta male shaming, feminist kind of approach on it. I think the rest of the night was a little counterproductive for the massage. So she's kind of saying like, I didn't get the massage I expected, and I got this other thing that I didn't really want as much. Right? That's what she's saying, but I'm going to blow it out of proportion so you see it, because unless I do the exaggeration of like, she's insulting you, men don't get it, because men miss fucking hints all day. They like kind of see them. They know it was something, but they don't want to read into it because they don't have time for this. I'm going to focus on bigger problems. This will ruin your life, not just your relationship, your life. You need to pick this up and then rip it apart when it happens. So let's talk about what you said first. Haha, never encourage her to ever say passive aggressive remarks in your entire life. Haha, monkey emoji. That's encouraging her to be like this. Right? It's rewarding for being like this. So never say that. Did you have fun? So you're immediately asking a question afterwards, meaning like that was appropriate answer. I'm asking you another question now. Do you have fun? LOL, enjoy myself. So what do we learn? Never ask them if they had fun. Never. They should tell you they had fun. If they do not tell you they had fun, do not ask them if they had fun. Because what are you asking for if you say, did you have fun? What are you asking for? Do you really care if they had fun? No. You're asking for their feedback, their validation, for things, again, you should not be asking for. Did you have fun? Did you like me? Do you like hanging out with me? No. Super needy. Super, super needy. I'm not saying you meant that, but like that's how it comes off to a girl. And LOL, I enjoy myself. So she's like laughing, LOL, at you. He's laughing at you, encouraging her condescending, passive aggressive, male shaming, male being a man, masculine shaming nonsense. She's trying to soften it with like emojis. You might be like, Corey, I'm not sure what you're talking about. This is a feminist trying to like shame men for wanting sex. So you understand? Because she should be happy you guys had a connection and bonded. It's for both of you. Third date, even if you're a prude, third date, that's pretty long to wait to like, be intimate like that. That's pretty long. 3 dates, anything more than 2 dates, honestly, is usually, what are we doing here? Like, this is awkward. Like, this is in the red zone. Getting to the red zone. 3 dates, if you don't close on the third date, like, I was never see you again. Honestly, second date, like, unless something strange happened the second date where it's like, okay, it makes sense. She had to leave early or something happened, emergency, whatever. But the third date, which it happened, and then she's still saying this bullshit, 100% needs to be called out. So never say, did you have fun? Again, you're saying like, do you like me? That's what you're saying in her mind. And then to respond to this, as far as actual practical next steps, I think the rest of the night was a little counterproductive for the massage, but I'm not complaining. I mean, I would like thumbs up it at this point. I wouldn't respond because he doesn't need a response. I would just thumbs up this. That's it. I wouldn't heart it, would not heart it. Thumbs up. She's going to see it's very passive aggressive. She should feel it. She doesn't know what to say. I to call it out. She's going to ask you another question. How are you feeling? Did you have fun? She's going to ask you a question now. Especially if you're posting on IG. She's going to see all the badass shit you're doing. You closed her. You were a little needy and like sexual innuendo at first, but then you just thumbs up her message. Not like you kind of messed up on the message. You thumbs up her message. So 10 out of 10 status response to that nonsense garbage message she sent back. And then you post on your IG high set of stuff, new photos, new content, whatever it is. She's going to see that. She's going to get a little insecure, a little bit like, wait a minute, does Nick not like me anymore? Did I say something weird there? Should I not have said that? You know, when you send a text to a girl, you're like, should I not have sent that? That's a little too much. That's how she'll feel. And then she'll see the content you're doing and be like, he's already on to the next. Maybe he forgot about me. Ooh, how's your day, Nick? Now you're right back in. Whoever moves first loses. Cool, man. So hope that answered your question there. We went pretty deep on that. I think that's all the questions for this. Cool, guys. We'll see you next content clinic. Peace. If you're interested in building up your Instagram profile, or if you've ever wondered what an expert would say about your profile, just hit the link below for a completely free Instagram audit from me and my team. What we do is we record a video of us breaking down your Instagram page, showing you what's working, what's not working, what can be improved, and then we send it back to you completely for free. So if you want an Instagram audit done by me and my team completely free, just submit your IG below and we'll talk soon.